Hi, this is Edith, Educational Technologist at Oregon Tech, and in this video, I'm going to go over how to create a template. A template is basically a document that you use. It just has the formatting of how you might have all your documents set up. So like in my case, when I do my training documents, I create a template. And then I build off of that template to relate to what I'm going to be discussing in my trainings. So this is just a way of making it easier for me to be consistent with my documents and be a little bit more professional. And so what you would have to do is basically open a Word document like I have here. And you can start building it, so however you want to do it. And I can show you some really quick shortcut edits here. So like if you want to put lines in and characters in, so we'll go over those as well. So perhaps you want to have a double line to start off your document with. If I do 3 equal signs and I hit enter, it actually creates a double line for me there. And then the same as with the hyphen. I can do 3 hyphens and hit enter. I could do an underscore with 3 underscores and hit enter, and actually makes a bold line. You can do this with just about any character that you want to. It just is a quick, easy way to make a line. Okay, so the @ sign doesn't work. There's a few symbols that probably won't work. I do believe the tilde works. So it just kind of gives you that nice conformity. It goes from end to end on the document, and that way you don't have to kind of sit there with your fingers holding it up. The other thing that I do want to show you while we're working on this, again, for the template, it would be useful in the template as well as in any document that you do create. And so you can make arrows. So if you use the caret, your caret key, and then put in 2 hyphens, it will actually create that for you. And the same if I want to do it the other direction, so 2 hyphens and then the caret key, and you can see that it creates that arrow for me. Another neat feature, if you like, is you do the caret and do an equal sign and do the other caret, and it turns it into a little double arrow for you. So these are things to keep in mind when you're doing your template, if this is something that you're going to consistently use. One of the other things I do in my template, let me go ahead and hit enter here. I want to kind of show this, it's that if you've gone to my trainings or you are part of my notebook that has all my trainings in them, I actually have headers that are colored. So what I can do, if I want to make this a colored line with information on it, I can actually pick one of my colors, doesn't matter which one, and you can see that I've now created a colored line here, and then I can put in my my topic here. And it makes it nice, and it makes it help stand out a little bit, and divide your information. If you want to create columns, you can also do that as well. So perhaps I can go in here, and I believe it's in your insert. Perhaps not. So give me a second while I look. There is a place for it, and we'll talk about all of the things that you can do to make the template work well for you here. But I just kind of want to see if I can find that for you. Maybe it's in layout. I always forget. There it is. So maybe I want to have 2 columns here. So this will actually create 2 columns for me here, so I can actually go through my document. Now I have 2 columns instead of just 1. And this is, again, something, like I said, you will see in my own documentation. Actually, let me go ahead and, we'll open it in a little bit here. So anyway, so this is just some ways that you can actually create the document to make it look kind of the way you want it to look. Perhaps you're going to put a header up here, whatever you want to call it. I'll put header, or let's go ahead and do this. Let's see if I can make this work where I actually create this as a header instead of, I wanted a full line, not a column, and I just had it a second ago. I don't know what happened there. There it was. There it is. There it is. Let's see if it'll let me do this with the maybe I want to make it a blue or a green. Well, let's go with the blue, so I can actually type in my header information in here as well. This is just kind of a nice way of just setting it off and say, this is what I want. This is what the documentation is about, and it cleans it up really nice. Again, this makes it a lot more professional looking. Actually, it's Information Technology Services. Technology services, and I apologize, I'm kind of off today for some reason. And then I can always put it in the center, and I can change the size of the font. Maybe I want it a little bit larger. It'll help if I highlight it. As I said, I'm kind of not with it today. We just went through our time change, so it's a little bit, I'm still getting caught up. So you can see now I have something here. So what I would do is then basically all the information that I want to have in there, I would put in there as just as a form. So it just kind of, I just want to explain template better, where a template basically just saves you time from setting up a document. Like I was saying with ITS, we have a certain format that we use so that now anytime you see documents coming out of ITS, they will have that same format and you will be able to identify right away, this is ITS's information. Great, quick and easy. So I'm just, you might want to do this for your classes or even for your department. I don't know. I just am encouraging you to play with it and learn about it. We could take this to the next level. That's what I'm just trying to do, is help you become more productive at doing your work and everything. So anyway, so here's my document. I decided that this is the way I want to set up. It's not really, and I'll show you what it looks like when I have one set up. So here it is. It's ready to go. So all I would do is go into File, Save As, and I'll go ahead and put it in the drive that I like to put it into. So I'm going to go ahead and that's the one I'm going to go to, and I'm going to put it in my folder, whichever one I choose. And I do like to keep my stuff together, so I'm going to go ahead and put it in there. And then right here, so you see it says DOCX. This is where we need to change from a Word document. We're actually going to save it as a Word template, which is DOTX. So now it recognizes it as a Word template, and you can see now I have all of my Word templates right here, and I knew to go right here to save my template, and that's because I told it in my options menu, and I'll show you that in a minute. So I go ahead and hit save, and now I have it saved as a template. It takes a few seconds sometimes. So let me show you real quick how you can change where to set it to. It's options, and where you go to save, and here's where I changed it to my OneDrive, and since it recognizes the .docx, it recognizes that extension. So anytime that I have a template, it's going to automatically save my templates here to my default location. Default personal templates location. That's my templates that I've created. It's not templates that have been created by Word. So I'm going to go ahead and say okay, since I know that's where I want to do it. So now say I'm done and I want to start a new document. You can see here, now I want to use that template, or maybe I want to use one that I have created. So you can see here I have a whole bunch of templates, and you can see here there's all different types. You can actually search for a template if you want to use it, for a different thing, but there are a lot of templates available to you, but I'm looking for the one that I've created. So I can just go into personal, and you can see here now I have all of my templates available to me. So I'm not actually going to bring that one open right yet, and we'll go to that one in a minute, but that's this one right here that we just did, the Information Technology Services. I want to kind of show you one of the ones that I have on my that I've created for templates, one that's already been created and what it looks like. So if I go ahead and click this one open, you can see I have this template. I haven't done anything to it. I know these are the two topics that I will always put at the top of my training document. So again, everything's set up exactly the way I want. The margins are perfect. Where I have my header is perfect. I have it as a template. Now, if I'm going to use this, you can see here it says document 2. So you're not editing the template itself. I'm actually editing the document, a new document, and I'm creating a new training sheet. So I can actually put my information in here, and I can say, video conferencing, whatever your topic is. This is just the way I set up for mine, but I will show you the other one as well, like I said, that we just did, and this is the way I prefer to do my training documents. So I have them all in place, and then I put my topics all in. Now, if I have topics that I want to talk about that are Microsoft Office topics, I do have a tendency and a like that I like the colors to relate to the type of program I'm using. So like Excel, I like green. PowerPoint, I like orange. Word, I like blue. Outlook, I like a blue as well. I might use a different kind of blue. While I know it doesn't show up on the print that way, it does show up in my documentation that way. So if you come and you join my notebook, everything will look the way that I would like it to look. So if I want to change this, so perhaps I'm talking about Skype for Business and I'm going to use yellow for Skype for Business, I can actually change the color of my little things here and just click on them, and this just saves it to this document. So if I was to save this document and save as, and we'll call it, let's call it video conf. And then you can see here, I have it as a Word document .docx. So it's not saving it as a template, it's just saving it as a document. So I'm going to go ahead and hit save, and it's going to just save it in there for me. Now, I'll show you what a document looks like that had been created with that. Let's go ahead and go into my OneDrive, and I'm going to go to my training documents, my Word documents, and here. So I'm not even sure that I have one. Well, here, this one I know is correct. So I'm going to go ahead and open it, and you'll see what it looks like. There it is with all the information included in it. As you can see, I'm talking about the same stuff here as well. So it just made my life a lot easier. I was able to put in my little topics here and, put in the information, add the icons as I wanted. So I have all of these. Everything was set up for me. I didn't have to do anything. I didn't have to include my header or footers. Those were already set into the document themselves. So again, if you want to open a template, you're going to go to New, and then you select Personal, and then you'll have all of your documentation there. Now, if you need to edit the template, this is where you also go ahead and open it. And here we are again, and you see that I have it. It is opening as a document 3, because this is the third document I opened. So if you want to modify the template, because you can tell this is the template we created just a little bit ago, but if you want to modify the template, maybe you don't want these arrows in here, and you decided, none of this looks right, or I just want to get rid of a few things. So you can get rid of the things that you want. Yeah, I decided I really like those, the lines better. So I'm just going to delete all that out, and I'm just going to use these types of lines here. And maybe I'm going to make this one here a different color. Let's see if we can make it a different color. Okay, let's go with the blue. You can do it any which way you want. I choose to keep my colors uniform just because I think it looks nicer, but there may be a reason why you want to have different colors. And now this is what I want my template to be. So make sure when you save it, you go File, Save As, and it's going to ask you. And of course, you're going to change it to a template. So we're going to put it down here. Oh, not the word macro or template. We'll come to that at a later time. DOTX, where are we? There we are. I always miss that one. And then I can actually navigate to the location where I do keep my templates at. And then I could pick the one that I just said, I want it like this. And now I have it there. And now it's going to, of course, ask me if I want to replace it. I'm going to say, yes, please go ahead and replace it. You could do it however you want. And now this is my new DOTX template. So just be aware that this becomes a template. It's not a document at this point. It's just a template. You can edit it, but if you save it, it's going to save it as the template. So be aware of that. I've done that a few times, and while it's not a huge deal because you just go in and delete everything out, it's time consuming. And this is the reason why you want to use a template, is so you're saving time. Anyway, so that is how you would do a template. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, feedback, need more information, please feel free to contact me, edith.warden@oit.edu, extension 51730. And you can always find me on Skype at Edith Warden, and I'd be glad to video conference with you, chat, come to your office, whatever works best for you. Just let me know, and I will make myself available. Thank you, and have a great day.